going to be talking about an individual OnlyFans thought, as in Sophie Rain. Apparently, she has 0 bodies and is making $43 million every year on OnlyFans without going to Pound Town. Which is like, okay, that's kind of weird and impossible. But today we're going to go and get into it and see what I have to say. Let's get into it. So if you guys didn't know already, we're going to be talking about Sophie Rain, and she claims that she has made $43 million in the past year on OnlyFans alone without going to Pound Town. And honestly, I've never heard of somebody making $43 million on OnlyFans in a year. That's kind of a little bit too much. And a lot of people are speculating that she's lying or she did something to make people believe it, which honestly, I have no clue. I'm pretty sure she's lying her ass off. So right now we're taking a look at this man's Twitter. His name is Stephen A. Smith. If I pronounced that wrong, hit me in the comments. Apparently on December 5th, he posted a post about him saying 43 million on OnlyFans, 4 million from one dude. And he's talking about Sophie Rain. And that is insane if that is true. One dude paid that girl $4 million for his issues about going to women and getting pics and videos from them, which is sickening, by the way. If you really want to get that stuff, you can get it for free on plenty of other sites if you're that down bad.
Sophie Rain made more money on OnlyFans than many of the NBA's biggest stars. Ladies and gentlemen, look at this list right here. Anthony Davis, Luka Doncic, Kyrie Irving, Anthony Edwards. Look at the money that they're making. 42 million for Anthony Edwards, right? In fact, this platform has grown so much that in 2023, OnlyFans content creators earned a total of $6.6 billion, which exceeds the total of salaries earned by the entire National Basketball Association, which was at $4.9 billion, according to Basketball Forever.
If she actually made that amount of money, I mean, good for her. She's getting the bag. But at the end of the day, in my opinion, she's doing it in the wrong way. Like, if she's actually making that money from OnlyFans, I don't get how that doesn't make her feel gross inside her body and her mind, because she's literally giving nude pics of her to a bunch of men that are probably doing so much shit with that photo, as in wanking off, doing other stuff with it too. And you gotta understand, there's probably a lot of old men that are very creepy that are on that page of hers buying from her daily. I don't know how she does not feel grossed out about that. I mean, anyone, in my opinion, should feel grossed about that, because they're literally giving pics of herself to old men. And yes, there's probably a lot of young men that are buying from her too, but you also got to understand, it's creepy. Back in the olden day when my dad was a kid, women would have been grossed out by that. They would have been like, just not, they would have reported them to the police or something if they asked them for that. This is just not right. And I think that people nowadays in this society, especially for people that do OnlyFans, are just not right in the head. So as you guys see here, from November 28th, 2023 to November 28th, 2024, she made around $43 million. And that is crazy. And I don't think this is edited, so it might be true, but this is still disgusting. And if you know anything about net gross, $43 million in growth, it's going to be less than that than you're actually going to get because of fees and everything that probably OnlyFans charges her to make their money too. But it's still a buttload of money. And I could never imagine anyone making that much. That is insane. That is good for her, but again, she's doing it in the wrong way, which it's like, okay, she still made it though. But do I think it's good? It's a good thing? Yes, I think it's a good thing she made the money. But do I think it's an honest work? No. Because at the end of the day, she's selling her body for money. And that's what a stripper or a prostitute would do on the street. And at the end of the day, she's not doing the right thing because she's selling herself for money, which is not right whatsoever. I don't think anyone should do that because it's just not natural. And I think it's crazy how people will spend all their money, their whole paycheck, just to see women naked on OnlyFans. I think that is just disgusting and degenerate, because you're literally paying. It's like, per se this, you went on the street and you were down bad and you wanted to pay for a prostitute. It's the same thing, because you're paying to see somebody naked and watch them do weird stuff on the internet. It's technically the same thing as buying a prostitute and having your way with them. It's the same concept. It's not right. It shouldn't be happening. So if you guys didn't know already, she made a post saying she has no bodies, as in she's never had sexual contact with other men. And she was on a TMZ kind of podcast type news thing. I've never really heard of this podcast or news or whatever you want to call it. But she got on there and she was talking about how she's never had any bodies whatsoever, which I think is obviously not true whatsoever. And if she actually has no bodies, good for her. But she does OnlyFans, man. It's like a 99% chance she's bullshitting. But we're gonna take a look at what she has to say.
Like, still, I feel like I'm dreaming. It's just a lot of hard work. That's all I can say. Is I'm constantly on the go. I'm constantly making content. Like, you really have to stick to a strict schedule.
You have already kind of marketed yourself. You're saying you're a virgin. And I'm wondering if that becomes a draw for a lot of men who are signing up for this.
I'm sure it does. Not a lot of people online claim that they're virgin. I think that it's really awesome that I still am.
And that part is true. The draw is true. There's probably a lot of men out there that are thinking, oh, she'll pick me out of the millions and, you know, let me take my way with her. And honestly, it's not going to happen. Anyone that buys shit off her is not going to get any of that booty cheeks that they think they should get. Yeah, there's no way. It's not gonna happen, because most of the people on there are buying from her because they can't get a woman like that. So in reality, they are just thinking that because they're giving her all this money, she's gonna be so grateful, she's gonna let them hit that thing. But in reality, it's just not gonna happen.
A lot of people have such a bad image of models and people on OnlyFans that I'm hoping to maybe inspire more people to do it and join it, to see, because I used to live off food stamps. My family, we grew up very poor. I never, to this day, thought I would ever make this much money. And very soon, hopefully by the end of the year, I'm going to buy my family a house, their first ever house that they will own. And I'm so thankful that I get to be able to do that. If you set your mind to anything, you can get anything done. Like I said, I grew up from nothing. I was serving at a regular minimum wage job, driving there every day. I'm like, what can I do different?
So at the end of the day, I get it. She's trying to help her family. She's doing this to get her family a house as well, which is good. That's a good message. I like that message. She's just doing it in the wrong way, where she's doing it from OnlyFans, selling her nudes, which is not a good thing. But at the end of the day, she's doing it for her family, which is good if that's actually true. But I mean, at the end of the day, what are we gonna do? She's doing her job, if you want to call it that. She's making money. That's all really matters to her. I have nothing else to say at this point. My name is Matt, as in Mattict. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, leave a like. We get 62 likes on this video. I will do another part 2 on this. Let me know. See you guys later.